Welcome to Fit Karima 45. I am Karima. If this is your first time visiting my channel, please, if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you intend to stick around, then please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I wanted to talk today about the pros and cons of fitness, and particularly my fitness journey. This is just right off the cuff. I'm watching another fitness video at the moment, and it just inspired me to share my thoughts. Because there are things with fitness and the fitness journey. And I'm sorry for the background noise. I'm doing laundry. I'm on my lunch. I work from home, so I'm able to multitask. I said, while I'm on my lunch and it's quiet and no one's here to interrupt or distract me, let me jump on and make a quick video. So the things I enjoy, let's start with that first. I enjoy doing cardio. I enjoy riding my stationary bike. I enjoy walking / jogging outside. I don't enjoy the drive to the fitness center. I work for a corporation, and so with that I get a complimentary gym membership to our fitness center. It's about 20 minutes, let's say roughly 12 to 13 miles away from my home. So depending on traffic, it can take me anywhere from 12 to 30 minutes to get there. I do not enjoy driving there because of the traffic. Usually when I'm going, there's rush hour traffic, whether it's in the morning or what have you. So I don't enjoy the drive, but once I'm there, it's my happy place. I love the gym. I love working out. I love weight training. I love challenging my body. I love the way I feel when I eat healthy, when I'm eating clean, and when I'm eating whole foods. I love the way that my body feels. I love the energy I get. I love the way that my skin glows from being properly hydrated, making sure that I'm getting plenty of water. So I do enjoy the benefits of a healthy lifestyle. I enjoy being regular, going to the bathroom, having my regular BMs. I sleep better. I feel like my quality of sleep is better. It's less interrupted. I don't get up in the middle of the night as often to go to the bathroom. I may get up once to go urinate, but for the most part, I sleep through the night when I'm eating the way that I'm supposed to eat. Obviously, I love the fact that my scale weight stays down and it continues to go down in the direction that I want it to go in a consistent, healthy manner. When I've cheated and I've eaten off course, my weight does come down much more rapidly, but generally that's because I've retained water. I haven't been off my plan so long that I would have gained an astronomical amount of weight. A pound is 3,500 calories. So that's what it would require in order for me to gain a pound of fat. And I'm not eating that much of an excess of calories. It's the food choices that I'm having that cause me to retain water, and particularly gluten. I'm wheat sensitive. I'm not wheat allergic. So there is a difference. I don't have an allergy to it, but my body doesn't react the best to it. It makes me inflamed, causes my back to flare up, my joints to hurt. Sometimes I feel swollen. I could tend to get headaches. I notice that my skin is drier when I have gluten products, so I tend to try to refrain from having gluten. Now, I do have the Dave's bread, which is a whole multi-grain bread. I feel like because it's a better quality and it's an organic source, I don't have that much of an issue when I eat it, but I also don't eat it every day. I may have that bread maybe twice a week, if that. Most of my grains come from oatmeal or chickpea pasta, brown rice, sweet potato. That's typically where I would be getting my grains. So those are the things. I think I've included them all. I enjoy, increased activity, feeling more vital, an improved libido. That's also a plus. I'm menopausal. I've had a procedure years ago, so I haven't had a menses in years. So I don't typically know where I am in the menopause process because I haven't had a period in over 20 years. I had an endometrial ablation when my son was 2 years old. My son's now 22. So that's how long it's been since I've had an actual menstruation. However, I do realize that I'm going through menopause because I've had hot flashes and some of the other symptoms that correlate with menopause. And because of my age, I'm 51. So there's that. So not to be all over the place, to keep it as focused as I can, because I do get a little bit of attention deficit brain. Those are the pros of my fitness journey. The cons are, you ready? I hate meal prep. I hate thinking about what I'm going to eat. I hate planning my grocery list. I hate the whole process of thinking about what I'm going to eat on a regular, constant, consistent basis. It makes me feel like I'm obsessed with eating. Even if I'm trying to eat healthy, I feel like I'm more obsessive about food when I'm eating whole food than I am if I'm just going to grab something on the fly, which typically tends to be easier. And that's why I sometimes tend to cheat, because it's just easier to grab something on the go than it is to plan out my meals. And if I do not plan, then I expect to fail. And typically that is what happens. I will not plan, and therefore I'm not prepared. So therefore I'm going to get something that's fast and easy versus to get the food that I planned out for my day or for my week or what have you. And then there's the fact that because I choose to go on a healthy journey, and I'm happy my husband's following suit, but now that means that I'm making preparation for not just one person, but for two people. And then my youngest son, who is always like this health buff, but he doesn't want to do any of the work, so then he wants to eat my food as well. So now I'm making meal plans to think about 3 people, and then I just include my oldest son in there just for shits and giggles. I throw him in there. So now I'm thinking about dietary. My oldest son, he doesn't eat pork. He doesn't like beef all the time. My youngest son. My oldest son, he doesn't care. He's like me. He'll eat, for the most part, everything. My husband doesn't eat meat. So it becomes all these other factors that prevent me from just focusing on just me and putting on my oxygen mask first. And because I am a mom and I'm a wife, I'm always being thoughtful because their health and their well-being and their nutrition is important to me as well. But sometimes I just want to put on my oxygen mask because I feel like I need to do that. Sometimes I just have to say, you know what, you guys are on your own. I have to figure out what I need to eat for this day or for this week because I'm having a hard time and I don't want to do it. So it becomes something tedious. Another thing, I hate being sore. I hate waking up looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame because I've worked out so hard and so rigorously, and I don't feel like I've allowed myself enough recovery time, and I don't like to recover as much. Like, I struggle with recovery because in my mind, I think if I take a day, it's going to set me back, or it's going to slow down my goals, or what if I just don't want to go back the next day and do it? Like for the years that I spent here since moving to Florida, where one day turned into like 5 years and I just never got back on the wagon. So there's always that playing in my head. You know, don't take off because maybe you won't go back. Maybe you'll just get so accustomed to sleeping in. I feel like I'm getting better with that though. I'm getting better with the balance of taking the time to recover and rest myself. And I think of it as self-care as well, that loving myself enough to work out and to do what's required to keep my body strong and to work on my flexibility and to work on my range of motion and to work on my cardiovascular activity, but also finding the balance that today is the day that I'm going to nurture myself by sleeping in. and allowing my body to rest and to recover. And then how much time to give myself to do that. Is it a day? Is it 2 days? There was a period where I was doing 1 day of working out, 2 days of recovery, 1 day of working out, 2 days of recovery, and some days 3, because I needed it. I was feeling so sore and so inflamed, but I also noticed it was my diet and not making the best choices that was also affecting how quickly I recovered. I just lost my train of thought. And I think that's pretty much the gist of it. Is just, it's very time consuming. It's encompassing, and you have to train the way you think, that this is love, this is self-care, this is making sure you have longevity, this is making sure that you have vitality, like not looking at it as something that's taking away from your life, but that's adding to your life. And sometimes I that was the last thing I was going to mention. In the beginning, I used to journal, but then I got lazy and I don't want to journal because it's just like one more thing I have to do. So even though I don't journal, I will take the time to reflect somewhat, meditate to some degree, and just to reflect on my day or reflect on my week or celebrate, a good weigh-in. The app that I use is called Omada. And when I first started on my weight loss journey, you weigh in every day and you track your food. I stopped tracking my food, but I do weigh for the most part. Well, about that. I do weigh in, but I only weigh in on the days that I do cardio. And I weigh in after I do my cardio. And I know it's kind of like cheating, but I don't care. It's how I do it. You do it the way you do it. I don't eat. I don't drink anything. I make sure I use the bathroom. I do all of my cardio. I do not drink while I'm doing cardio. And then I weigh myself when I'm done. It's what I've been doing from the beginning. It's what works for me. And it's what I'm going to keep on doing. So anyhow, this video's been long enough. I only made, I think, 1 or 2 videos, actual videos other than clips. So I just wanted to come on, have some FaceTime. Unfortunately, I'm wearing black. Unfortunately, I'm looking a little crusty, but I'm not one of the girlies that's on here that's gonna give you a full beat, and I'm just not her. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm sorry. You may get a look here and there, but I'm a stay-home mom, stay-home wife. I live a normal, regular life, and it's not about the glam for me. I'm here. I'm transparent. I'm giving you Karima realness. So if you're here for it, hit that subscribe button. And if you've watched this full video, you're part of the family. Hit the subscribe button. Why not? Why not hit the subscribe button? All right. Have a great day, and thank you for your time. Bye.